Welcome to the video, Who is the Resistor? This is to accompany what could be the first and last of my newsletters, MLB Perspectives. I wanted to talk about it rather than write about it because it always gets too complicated. But when I'm asked to talk to people about teams and who they work with and how it's working and what's happening, always it's about the other person. Always it's about they're not doing their job, or how do I deal with difficult people, or how do we deal with resistance to change, all of which are huge topics. However, the one I come back to quite often is, where do you fit in this? Now, as someone who's been known as a bit of a rebel in their times as a principal and actually challenged decisions and sometimes even resisted them, I'm not perfect in this by any means. I think it's important to actually be self-aware enough and look at what is happening in the situation. The situation where leaders talk about not being able to work with a team, it tends to be when they're either new in the job or a new leader has come in. And I've had significant experience of that and known that sometimes I've behaved incredibly badly. However, I always think that I actually learned from those mistakes. So first of all, is the person who's the resistor to change, or the leader, or the person you're having huge difficulty with, are they causing harm to anybody? Are they causing physical harm? Do you need to immediately do as you would do with a small child crossing the road, go, no, we can't do this anymore? If it's not about the physical safety of the children around you, is it about the mental well-being of everyone? So who is being stressed? Is it just you? Are you acting as a go-between for other people? Remember the work from extreme leadership, that there shouldn't be triangles. Why are you in this position? Get people to own up to their feelings and talk with the person for whom there is the issue. We all try and be too nice, and then it ends up that what happens is our comfort triumphs respect. And remember that again from extreme leadership. I've just slightly paraphrased it because I think it is about our comfort zones at times. So if it's not about work health and safety, if it's not about the physical safety of the children and the people working there, then is it just we don't like their ideas? Is it because they brought in new ideas, or they're resistant to our ideas? Who says we're right? How do we need to look at that? Have you documented? Have you done intelligent disobedience, as Ira Chalif says? Have you written to them? Have you spoken with them one-on-one? Or have you just actually pissed and moaned? Or, as Angela Falkenberg would say, have you just had a pity party? I quite like pity parties, by the way. I've had a few. So I come back to, when it's about the resistor to change, who is the resistor? Have you actually analysed your own behaviour in the situation? Can you get the other person to change, particularly if they're senior to you? Is it so bad that you can't work with them? You can't find common ground. You're not able to have those conversations. Then what options do you have? If they're not really doing anything wrong, the option is it's about you to change. And if you're not prepared to do that, then it's about looking for your champions, your supporters, and saying, get me out of here. This is not the environment for me. This happens in industry all the time. We're not so used to it in school, and yet we're the ones who have the safety net. Most of us have permanent employment. Or take leave. You don't have to take sick leave with work health and safety. If you're exhausted, if it's not working, then take your leave. Get yourself back in a better place to be. So as I said about who is the resistor to change, who is the resistance that's happening, just analyse yourself first before we start blaming everyone else. Anyway, I think that's it. Thank you for watching.